Now joined by the newest Buffalo Bills running back, Matt Breida. He's FaceTiming us or Skyping us, Zooming us, one of those things from Miami. So, Matt, welcome in to One Bills Live. We appreciate you taking the time to be on the show today. We know you are in off-season mode. I'm sure you've already gotten in a workout today because it sounds like based on, what everybody does in the off-season, you guys still get up at like the butt crack of dawn. I think I was talking to Deion Dawkins and he was like, yeah, I wake up at like 6 in the morning. I'm like, oh my gosh, you guys are in the off-season. What are you doing? You deserve time to take a break. But thanks for being on with us. What have you been up to lately? Are you training? Are you still relaxing, taking the time for your body to get right before this next season? What have you been up to in Miami?
Just getting back into training, getting the body, back right for the season. I enjoyed my off season, so it's time to get back to work now.
Right, give us a little rundown about the conversations about coming to Buffalo and playing. And you only spent a year in Miami. You spent some really quality time in San Francisco before that. Give us an idea of now that you're going to move to another team. You've been around the block. You know how this game works. I mean, give us an idea about how the inner workings of this conversation went.
I just feel like it was the best fit for me moving forward. I love Miami, the organization. I thank them for the opportunity they gave me. But I just felt like this was the best fit for me going forward. And I heard they had interest in me last year. Obviously, I was restricted. I had that tender on me, so I had little say so of what I could do. But I'm just happy to be part of this organization now. I see that they're moving in a great direction. Last year they were one game away from the Super Bowl, and that's where I want to get back to. I was already there before, so I'm trying to get back there.
I know when you met with the media last week over Zoom, you said that you spoke with Emmanuel Sanders and Tyler Bass before signing with the Bills and that you have known them before coming to the Buffalo Bills. So what did they both have to say about the organization? I know Emmanuel Sanders is, new to Buffalo as well, but Tyler has been on this team for a season. So what did these guys have to say about the Bills that really made you feel good about coming here?
Really, like you were saying, Emmanuel is new. So me and him, we talked, and I played with him before with the Niners, and he's just overall great dude, and it'd just be cool, to play with him again. And then going back to Bass, he's been here for a year, and he just said nothing but good things about the team, the coaches, and just the entire organization. How it's almost like a family, and I feel like that's one of the key ingredients, into getting to where we want to go to. So I'm excited to be here.
Last year, you were in the division with Buffalo, looking at them from the other side of the field. What was the view of the Dolphins of Buffalo? Certainly, the Bills were having a fantastic year, and your team came in last year, Week 17, with a chance to win it and get in it. And Tua was there, Fitz was out of the lineup. Give us an idea of what the attitude coming into Buffalo was when the Bills were playing so well, but yet you guys had put together a pretty good season yourself.
We felt like we were right there with them. We had, like you said, together a great season. Everyone was playing well, and we were like, as long as we take care of business, we controlled our own destiny. At the end of the day, we ended up doing that, and so happened that day too. The other three teams one of the three teams we needed to lose, all of them won. So it just didn't work out for us. But overall, I feel like we had a good season, and I feel like those guys are going in the right direction too.
What do you think you can bring to this Buffalo Bills team? I know when we came out with the announcement that we were signing you, a lot of people are really excited about the speed that you can bring to this offense. And that's one thing that the Bills were looking to add to this offense in the offseason was that speed. And I think you checked that box. So including speed, what do you think you can help this team with?
Just overall, my experience, like I said, I've been to a Super Bowl before. I know what a Super Bowl winning team looks like. And I feel like the Bills have that. I feel like they created that environment. And like I said before, I'm just happy to be here. And, whatever role they want me to do, I'm going to do. And like I said, at the end of the day, I just want to win.
What did they tell you about the way they run their offense? Certainly, Zach Moss and Devin Singletary, I mean, they run those guys back and forth off the field. You were in the same kind of situation both in San Francisco and in Miami. Is that what a lot of teams do these days? How do they present that to you guys who actually run the football? How do they present this committee backfield idea to you guys?
Like I always keep telling people, you can't be selfish in this game, especially if you want to, get to that level. It's a long season. Now we add another game, to the season with 17 now. And, you got to have guys ready to play at any time because you don't know what can happen. And at the end of the day, for me at least, it's not about the stats or the touchdowns. I just want to win, and I feel like Zach and Devin and them and the whole team wants to do the same thing. So, like I said, I think we're all gonna be ready to play. I expect all of us to play, so it's gonna be a great year.
I know you said it's not always about the stats, but I'm looking at your stats here. And, 2018, 2019, you had those two really great years with the 49ers, and your yards per carry were 5.3 in 2018 and 5.1 in 2019. What is it about the style of your play that you think allowed you to get that much per carry?
Probably just the way I run the football. I'm a big, north and south guy. People always, say, well, you're not that big. And, they think I'm going to want to run outside all the time. Matter of fact, I love running inside a lot. So, like I said, I've been doing that since I was a little kid, and it's just football at the end of the day. And, I think it's just the way I run.
Why is it that a guy like you, who is undrafted out of Georgia Southern, and now you're a sought after commodity, what was the difference maker for you? Because certainly, if there's a ton of guys drafted ahead of you and a bunch of guys that make it, what has set you apart in your career that you're a 5-year NFL running back with a nice career going? Why is it that a guy like you could slip through the cracks on draft day, and even given your physical skills, and become a success? What sets you apart?
I think it's just a mindset, and just things that you go through in life that, make you who you are today. And, everything's not going to go your way all the time. Obviously you feel like you want to be drafted, you want to hear your name called on a day, but, things don't work out. And I look at it as like, as long as you, it takes one team, as long as you make it on one team, it doesn't matter. You just got to have, take the opportunity and run with it at the end of the day. And I feel like guys that do that and just, stick to their dreams and their goals, they can accomplish anything they want to. So at the end of the day, just be confident in yourself.
I know you said also when you talked to the media that one thing that you liked about the Bills, which you've already talked about, is, this culture, but that's what you also had at the 49ers during that Super Bowl year, was being able to be tight-knit as a group and as a family. So what did you have within the 49ers that you think really allowed you to get to the Super Bowl? Oh, I think we lost Matt.
We just lost connection with Matt Breida, although he's some pretty interesting stuff we've talked to him about. He got into the mindset that he had, and I thought it was really interesting because I was a very late round draft pick, and he was undrafted, and it's just, he's right. You just need one chance.
Mm-hmm.
You just need one chance on one team, and certainly he made the most of his chance with the 49ers, and I think it's really telling, too, that he had a couple of very good years, and now we've got Matt Breida back with us. And Maddie, go ahead and ask him the question.
Yeah, so I know when you dropped off, I was probably mid-question. You probably got the gist of what I was asking you. But just that Super Bowl year with the 49ers where you explained, like, the locker room was tight. It was that family-type atmosphere that the Buffalo Bills have. How important do you think that was in your run to the Super Bowl and the fact that you guys were able to make it all the way there?
I think it's extremely important, especially, like I said before, you have guys during the year that, unfortunately, because of the nature of our game, that go down. So you guys that kind of step up and then, turn out to be starters and, you can count on everyone on the team, it goes a long way. And then that bond, knowing that you want to play for your brother next to you, knowing that you want to play for your coach, it's just that extra step, that I think that you need to have on a team like that if you want to, get to that level of play.
What's been two questions, actually, Matt. One, what would the players really like this offseason to look like after going through what they went through last year? I don't think anybody wants to go through that again, although you had a lot of free time and a lot of Zoom meetings and all of that. Some of that was okay. But what do the players really want this offseason? What would they like to have this offseason look like? I know it hasn't been decided yet on either side. What are the players talking about, what they'd like to see?
I think just some type of normalcy, going back to, how it was before COVID. Obviously, things ain't going to be like that. I don't think so, just because, how the numbers and everything are looking and, we want to keep players safe. But, I think just some type of normalcy where, hopefully, we can go in the building at least once, twice a week. And, I think you miss that camaraderie with the guys, seeing them because you don't get to see them all the way until training camp. And especially, with the rookies coming in, they don't get to meet, any of us or, get a feel for how it's going to be like. So, I think guys miss out on that, I think the most. But, hey, we adapted last year and we were able to get to the season. So, I feel like the league and the NFLPA will have our bench interest at heart and, they'll find a way for us to get through the season, off season.
Speaking of some camaraderie that's already happening online on Twitter, I saw that Isaiah McKenzie has already started to poke you in the fact that he wants to race you and see who's going to be the fastest player on the Buffalo Bills. I don't know if you've known Isaiah McKenzie prior to coming to Buffalo's Bills, but he is the loudest person in the locker room. He never stops joking. He never stops pranking. He will pick a fight with anybody. He is just always talking and always saying something. So he has challenged you to a fight, not a fight, a race. Are you excited to race against this crazy, wonderful person that's on our team?
Oh yeah, man. Isaiah's a great guy. You know, I played against him back in college. I think it was my junior year, and when he was at Georgia, we went to triple overtime and they beat us. So I still owe him. So hopefully, you know, I can redeem us by getting him in the race. But you know, it'll be fun when we race. I think a lot of people are interested in that, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah, you got to film it too. Have the guys that film practice film that so we can put it on the show. It'll be fun. Yeah. One last one from me, Matt. What was it like? What's your conversation with Sean McDermott, and if other coach and the coaching staff as well? Have you talked to any of the coaching staffs, the guys you'll be working directly with? How have those early conversations gone?
They're going great. You know, one of the great things I can say about them is it's like I said, it's like a family. You know, I talked to a lot of them, Sean, Skip, a lot of those guys, and you know, it makes you feel like they want you to be part of this team, and they want you to succeed. And you know, when you have coaches like that, you just want to do everything you can for them and put everything on the line for them. And I feel like the rest of the guys on the team feel the same way.
That's awesome, Matt. Thank you so much for the time. We appreciate it. We're excited to get you here in Buffalo whenever that may be. I think this signing makes so much sense, and I think you can bring a lot to this offense. So we're going to be excited to see you on the field here whenever that happens. But appreciate the time.